final crimp, the accuracy required after everything we've asked you to do on that slab. But I'm going to just come out right now and I think she's going to do that move.
I would like to hope so. Natalia Grossman, the big gun of the competition, looking comfortable as she comes through to the final moves. Already you can see her spying out that Gaston.
And then just even the subtleness of having to go over instead of under, and then matching that little thumb catch.
Very impressive top from Natalia Grossman there.
Making sure there was no mistake, so that move is falling away.
And we did have another top in the meantime. Natalia Grossman, as you would expect, quite comfortable there, swinging almost horizontally, but she just knows as soon as her hand is around.
Speed with which she climbed through that section. And once you know where to put your feet, that's a piece of the battle, but you still have to make it happen. So right away, wow, in under a minute.
That is what you expect. Tomoa Narasaki comes up on a dynamic boulder, and before anyone gets going, before we know where we are, he's got both hands on the top hold.
And he's off the mat before anyone else has really decided to start climbing. And
that is just a satire piece right there.
You see Nikolai Usnik staring down that snappy move on boulder number 4. Oriane Bertone, a little extra brush. And then Natalia Grossman on the right side of your screen, looking at, interesting.
Interesting beta. She's not quite as tall, so it is a big reach to that hold at the start. There she thought, I will use a press in order to be a bit more secure.
She just needs a couple of swings to figure out the momentum. She doesn't look worried yet. Oriane Bertone. Top here would electrify the crowd and definitely secure her spot in the final round. This is confident movement.
Looking good on these feet. Look as she commits to this right toe. No hands anywhere.
Nothing to it on the left side.
All right, Oriane
Bertone. Oh, the left foot gave away.
Loses the left foot.
Oh my, I thought we were going to see it there. I really did.
Meanwhile, Natalia Grossman's made it through the crux of women's number 3. Now comfortable, taking a rest as she sets up to find this blind crimp. There it is, in her left hand and in her right hand.
Natalia Grossman getting 3 for 3, as we have come to expect from the powerhouse American climber. Just take that towel and wander off. You do see that if you're wondering what that's about, the mats collect quite a lot of chalk over the round. And in these boulders, you want to have clean rubber on your boots. So a lot of climbers will bring a towel. They often look like hotel towels, but we're not going to call anybody. Already in to the final, but just would love to see 4 tops.
Yes, we have not seen someone stick the last hold of this boulder. It's been exceptionally close. At this stage, I just want to see it done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Natalia going, folding into that space.
That is the highly flexible method that she just has the ability to get that foot all the way up by her hip. Now has to come across, enter the dangerous territory. The high risk, no hands, just commit to these very sloping feet on the volume.
She has proven over her young World Cup career to be proficient in all styles of movement. So while we saw her crushing the steep, powerful boulders, we're seeing her technician on her first try, solving every move on the go. Just re-establishing, what do I need to stay on this left hand?
There though, confidence on the left foot. She made the release, but the left hand just wasn't quite happy enough, bumping the foot up now so she can get in the right position.
Even just adjusting maybe 2 or 3 inches there was all she was looking for.
Makes a big difference where your feet are. in terms of your center of gravity, making sure that it's over the feet, allowing it to stick. Now she's eyeing up. Is she going to go direct to the top from this position?
It does look that way.
Oh,
no. Almost with the save. Natalia Grossman, 2 minutes on that boulder. Tomoa Narasaki caps his round with a great top of boulder number 4. It is not going to be enough to put him into the final. He will be disappointed, climbing first place into this round and not managing to get through to the final tonight.
That is the sport of bouldering. We see these big upsets as we just come across a problem that is against the athlete's skill set, or they just can't figure it out quick enough.
And on any given day, basically everybody that makes a semi has got it in them to get it done to make a final. So you are up against the best in the world every time. Nobody is guaranteed a spot into the final round. Tomoa Narasaki there,
wow,
showing
you see
his power.
Him catching it with 3 fingers and confident enough to just match on 3 fingers rather than to establish more.
Yeah, no need to readjust. The open hand strength, that ability to hold a hold with their fingers straightened all the way out. That is a hallmark.
Finding the further foot. One of the other difficult things about that closer foot is you need to put your ankle all the way down, which is super difficult.
And she looks less comfortable here than she did on her first attempt. Just sort of getting, I mean, it's burning a lot of time.
This is one of the things about slabs often. It's quite common on a slab that someone will climb it and then not know how.
And you ask them what they did, and I don't know.
To the foot, and you cannot tell someone how you managed to do that. But Natalia has figured her way through this section, and she did look more confident on the next section. We really want to see someone get to the top here.
Yeah, this has turned out to be an absolute masterclass of slab root setting. I'm so impressed. Both the men's and the women's slab, the root setters have put down a couple of gems here to bookend the round.
And this route was largely set and worked by our female route setting crew tonight. That is Emma and Moy. They've done a great job here. Can we get one top?
Natalia Grossman setting up in the left foot.
The left foot.
Oh, Natalia, I think, is going to give us a wave and a thanks very much. So unfortunately, no tops. Agonizingly close a couple times for boulder number 4. That first look was make sure the judge has their board up. Did I get it under the wire? My goodness, Jessica Piltz woke this crowd up after a couple of stalled attempts from Miho and Camilla. The crowd gets lulled into a bit of a sense of what's going to happen, and then they just got wound up. Natalia Grossman would have heard that and would have known that she did it essentially at 4 minutes.
See Natalia, dominant force in our sport. She often is the favorite to win. We have seen a top on this boulder, so the pressure is now on.
She has showed herself to be absolutely into the mix right away. Back, especially last year in Salt Lake City, was sort of the coming out party, so hoping to repeat what she managed to do then.
Great control.
There we go. I think she's even having a bit of a, yes, I got that move done. Just sort of a bit of relief maybe.
We've seen two athletes so far fail on this section. Natalia, though, known for being more powerful. Can she continue through?
Just looking a little more comfortable on the left foot, but yes.
Grabs it, and there she finds her way to the top.
Natalia Grossman getting that done in only 4.
According to plan first time, but they did take that second. They did make it work, and they found the top without coming off.
And the air horns come out for Natalia Grossman. She'll know that people have been climbing this boulder very quickly, in stark contrast to the boulder just ahead. Just behind, slightly more accurately. All right, Natalia Grossman sitting in 4th based on attempts only. As we saw Boulder 1 stealing lots of tries in lots of different places.
Yeah.
Natalia Grossman will be definitely dialed in, looking for a flash here.
Let's see, finds the double Gaston. This is the section, if the athletes made it through, they were quite positive at getting a top. Now Natalia
Sinking down.
is making it through this section.
Doesn't use the compression that we saw, is going straight to the zone. She's just readjusting for the left foot, but looking quite comfortable here.
Now in this section where everyone's had to take a second to think, where is she going to put the feet? Realizing it's quite hard to hold once you release that foot. Makes it stick. Wow.
I love how the right hand goes up to the best part of the hold in their mon and then comes all the way back. Absolutely love the way she slowed that swing down. As you say, the right foot came out, the left foot found that blue volume right away. That's a very, very good awareness of full periphery. Natalia Grossman coming out now. Carefully putting the towel down. You see that climbers putting that down to get the chalk off their feet. Mats will collect quite a bit of chalk over the course of a round, so you want to be able to stay as clean as possible. She's into this running pop. And you got to get close enough to the wall without sort of smashing your elbows and knees. Jesus.
That was an unfortunate slip, and she did bang the knee there.
Yeah, and that now, as it gets in your mind just a little bit, trickles in.
Crowd, though, got her back on her feet. Now she does establish on the start, just to figure her way through the rest of this boulder.
Getting this wind up. Oh, yes, wonderfully done.
Very, very good. She gave,
Look at this. Hanging. She's just hanging in space. Natalia Grossman.
Such a great display of strength. This hold is very bad as she mantles up. Now let's see, can she get herself close enough to the wall to get that other hand up? It looks like it.
Thumb press to match. Natalia Grossman making the last half of this boulder in her first try. Just one to get the start right. That is wonderful climbing. Just having to hang that move. Ooh, yeah, that's the one.
Slip. There's the slip, and to be able to come back from that, really, really impressive. I wonder if we'll get to see this single hanging chalk up.
Not quite. Not quite. And then the thumb press. It almost looks a couple. Mia was in the same place. Maybe there's just the tiniest extra gap, slightest change in angle allow her climbing. Natalia Grossman now.
Here she is, big smile, as she gets ready for her final boulder of tonight.
Natalia can put herself onto the top of the podium with a fourth top here. A zone in only a couple of tries.
Comfortable through the first section.
My goodness.
Natalia Grossman, arms bent, really able to lift her own body weight. Now has to do some particularly difficult moves.
Yes, not even a swing out. The body control here. Dan, and I think this is going to be a flash. She's got gold on the line. Can she keep putting this string of wins together? Natalia Grossman. Yes!
There it is.
Natalia Grossman is going to take gold in Salt Lake City. The home crowd loves it. They saw it last year, and they are treated to it again here. Natalia Grossman absolutely putting together an unbelievable final round.
Very, very deserving of that.
USA coaches shouting their approval. Josh and Meg, and a hug. They're so excited for each other. Natalia Grossman, what more can you say about the season that she's had? Going back to last year.
Here we are going through. Look how comfortable she is here. Really, really. before she's even stopped the momentum, she's got a hand behind her in her chalk bag. That's how good she is. That's how well she knows what she's doing. Big jump up, look, full extension there, but she has every bit of capacity to reach holes at that distance and then getting through to the top. Little head bump on the microphone.
But just that extra pop, and to get that foot through, I don't even think she needed the right foot to come through to stick the top of that move. Excellent climb.
So amazing.
And just, I mean, the mix of excitement and maybe a bit of shock, like, what? Silver medal. And they're talking about it right now. She's like, me, yes. I love it. The discussion. Yeah, that's our podium right there. Natalia, Brooke, USA teammates joining each other on the podium. Your third place bronze medal is going to be Miho Nonaka. Super excited to be back on the podium. Your silver medalist is going to be Brooke Rabatou. Just getting dialed in, needing to top that boulder, doing exactly what was asked for her. What a way to close the night. Your gold medalist, Natalia Grossman. She is absolutely throwing down on the World Cup circuit. Well-deserved gold medal. Didn't come into finals in the top spot, didn't need to be.